How's it going, guys? Today we're making the coolest thing ever. Funnest too, just so you know. Dart throwing system, bit of a twist on the Roman Plumbata, but also kind of a twist on the Atlatl. Pretty much no practice at all. You can throw one of these things just about 100 yards. Here's my my buddy Nick. This was maybe his 8th time throwing. Chucks that thing 95 yards. Pretty good. It's like a football field. And with just a little more practice, it's a close to medium range weapon that's almost as devastating as it is intuitive. I don't know. What do you guys think? The Dart caster? That's pretty cool. Whatever we end up calling it, one thing's for sure. Hope you guys like it. How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to... You gonna get that? Oh, spam call? Yeah, I used to get those. You good? All right. So today I'm going to be showing... Bro, come on. Are you serious? Look, either silence your phone or just get incognito already, okay? I mean, you know why you're getting all those spam calls, right? It's literally legal for data brokers to harvest your information and sell it off to telemarketers and ne'er-do-wells of all kinds. It's even been said they don't pay that much attention to who they sell it off to. I mean, a telemarketer is probably the best case scenario. Scammers, identity thieves, it's all fair game. The one little bit of good news, if you contact the data broker and tell them to take down your information, they have to do it or they get in big legal trouble. The problem is there's hundreds of them. It's gonna be your new full-time job, seeking them out, emailing them, following up with them. No one has time for that. That's where Incogni comes in. Incogni allows you to outsource your legal rights to tell these data brokers to take down your information. Incogni then scours the internet for any data broker that has a profile that matches yours, and they send the email themselves and they follow up on them. They even got this super cool progress counter where you can see how many requests have been sent, how many in progress, how many completed. I've had Incogni for just a couple of months now. 156 data broker websites dealt with, never to harass me again. And great news, guys, if you use my code ALPHA, you're gonna get 60% off the annual plan. I'm just telling you from personal experience. I used to get 2 or 3 spam calls a day. Now literally 1 per month, maybe. Night and day difference. Highly recommend it. Remember to use that code. Thank you very much, Incogni, for sponsoring the video. Let's get back to it though. All right, we're starting with the darts. One of my favorite things about this build is just how stinking easy it is. So simple, takes pretty much no skill, and if you get that good assembly line going where you do like all of these and all these and all these at the same time, you could crank out a ton of these things in not that much time. I mean, I made all 5 of these in like less than an hour the other night. In fact, to show you, I'm gonna make 10 of them tonight. I'm gonna make 5 blue ones and 5 green ones so I can have like a cool darts game to play the next time the bros are over. I've got 4 half-inch oak dowels. These are 3 feet long. I'm gonna cut them into 1-foot sections. Now I got this half-inch steel tube. This has an inner diameter of 3/8, very important, and we're going to cut this into 10 2-inch sections. We'll give it a nice little spin against the disc sander. Get that nice clean chamfer on there on each end on each of the pieces. Now for each of the shafts, mark 1 inch. And you turn them down until they fit the tubes. They're actually the same outer diameter as the tube, so they end up with this really nice, sleek look. In fact, the way that we're gonna do these heads are so perfect for medieval style crossbows because they're totally uniform all the way to the tip, so they just glide perfectly in the track of a crossbow. I might do a video on that later, but we're making darts today. Now for the tips, this is 2 inches of 3/8 steel. I'm sure you could probably guess. Turn it down on the belt sander and then chop it off. So this is already going to fly super well, and if the glue is nice and flat like this, it really shouldn't affect the aerodynamics at all. But if you want to go the extra mile and clean it up super nice, you can spin it flat on the belt sander like this and use a paper towel or something that's not going to catch on the belt like a cloth or a glove might, and you kind of use it to focus the down pressure in particular spots where you see the glue. Then once you get all the glue off of all the flat surfaces, you can bring it over to a wire brush, get the final cleanup, and man does that look clean. Honestly, so stinking nice. Look at that, I got a nice little bouquet here. Is it just me, or is like, I don't know, is this not just like super satisfying? I don't know what it is. Ever since I can remember, just like a whole box of pencils or like a whole pack of socks, or I don't know, it just feels good. If you know what I'm talking about, leave a comment down below. What's your favorite bundle of stuff? All right, now we're gonna work on flattening the butt ends to make them easier to drill so that we have somewhere to mount the paracord to. Now, if you could think of a better way to do this, go ahead and do that, but this is actually why I'm using the full big thick 1/2-inch rod instead of just using a 3/8 rod that would fit perfectly inside the tube without having to shave it down, because I needed enough width to make sure that I could drill this hole here. It wasn't about like making it stronger or anything, because if it's gonna break anywhere, it's gonna break right there. I will say though, I have had this crossbow bolt for years. I've shot this countless times out of experimental crossbows. Just about the exact same build as far as mounting it to the wood goes, and this thing is still holding strong. So I'm not way too concerned with the durability, especially considering we're mostly going to be throwing them up into the air, into the grass. All right, enough chit chat. The stuff. Little pro tip, 9 times out of 10 your wood grain is going to split if you're not supporting it while you're drilling it. So make sure you've got it clamped up in a vise while you're drilling, or even something as simple as a little bar clamp. It's going to save you a lot of headache. If you do somehow manage to split one, easy peasy fix, a little super glue, same bar clamp, and this dart's going to be none the wiser. I'm going to countersink all the holes. It'll just make it a lot easier on the paracord in the future, and then we can move on to the fletching. Very close to finishing here. I'm going to use my cut mat to lay out 15 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Split it up into 3 5-inch sections. Fold it up, I don't know, 3/16 or 1/8 of the sticky stuff left. Do them all 3 like this. The cool thing is with the 3 fletchings, the stuff doesn't actually have to be all that precise. You can eyeball a lot of stuff. I'm gonna stack them all up, even them out. Now we're gonna cut a 1/2 inch right on the border. Flip it over, do the same on this side. I cut the back of the fletchings and the profile. Some more eyeballing. Now when you stick it down, lay it flat, rub it down with like a pencil or something like that, and that's going to give you that full contact with the adhesive. Pretty good. Now we're going to reinforce it. So we're going to wrap over these little extra parts right here. Something I find helpful is just barely kind of riding up onto the fletching. And you'll see that when you do that with each of them, that it really helps the fletchings to stand up straight. If you don't do that, they tend to want to like fall over in this direction just to like flatten out, you know? So that helps. Here's also what helps. We're really going to ride up on the fletching on the front. And this will actually put some spin on the dart and stabilize it in the air. So there you go. That's how we do it. And now this might not be way super necessary, but it's not going to hurt. I'm going to coat the whole entire thing with this super glue, and this is just the cheapy stuff, and that'll kind of take a minute to dry. Super glue tends to not really enjoy drying like out in the open like this, but once it's finished, it does make a really pretty nice like plastic coating on the wood that I think it'll hold the grains together pretty good. All right, and here's the final step. This is 50 inches of paracord per dart. Really doesn't seem like that much when you look at it, huh? So you're gonna line the ends up, do one of those climbing knots, one of those things, and basically you're gonna try to get the top of the knot to 6 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push a little through, cinch it up. A little more. All right, pretty good. Now pass the end of the loop through the hole and then pass the knot through. And there you go. So there's the darts. It's pretty nice to look at, gotta say. All right, so we've been out here for a while already, and sadly I kind of blew out my shoulder at the gym, but even with my shoulder all mashed up, I'm still getting about, what do we say, 170?
Yeah,
170 feet.
Yeah.
So you just slide that in. Drop it down to the knot. And grip it like that, and that's how you release it. And they straighten up in the air really fast too. That was a good one.
Yeah, at least
One of you guys want to try it?
10 yards.
Sure. Whenever you're ready. Ooh. Nick, I think, just set the record. That is like, holy smokes, that's gotta be 70, 80 yards. Here.
I don't even know if you can see it on camera.
You always, and then you still can't see it.
Oh wait, yeah, you can see it. It's out there. He's still walking. 250 feet. Oh, 15.
Ooh, he's going double red. Ooh,
Double red though, yeah.
that's gonna go far.
Wait, that's farther than your last one, Nick.
Wow.
For sure.
Holy smokes. That has to be over 80 yards. Wow. A little further, yeah.
Yep, keep going. Right there?
Yeah.
267.
I don't know.
285. Oh. At least I'm missing consistently.
Did you see it?
Get out. Okay. It's either 0% or 100%. I need those little bullseyes to keep me going though. Okay. Oh man, I thought I was gonna get all 4. 3 out of 4 after practicing accuracy for, I've probably been out here 15 minutes. 3 out of 4 and a very near miss. Ain't nobody gonna tell me you can't get really good at this. Man, that is super fun. I can't wait to go out and do this with my buds. We've done distance throwing, but the accuracy throwing, it's a whole nother ball game. Really, really fun. All right, I'm back out at the field so I can actually let off with some power. I got that little fuzzy thing on the microphone. Never used it before. I don't know if it's really gonna help much. It's super windy out here. Should probably warm up. Don't wanna hurt my shoulder again. One good thing about it being so windy is there's no model airplane guys out here, and it just rained last night. It's pretty muddy out here, so there's no dog walkers either, so I had to jump at the opportunity. All right. Well, there's power. Oh, would have been a good one. They all would have been good if they hit. Wow, that is really precise though. I hit almost the exact same spot. This is promising. Maybe the color blue will be more accurate. I gotta say, having 15 darts to play around with is so much nicer than having to go and grab them after like 2 or 3 throws. Strong wind. It is at my back. That is so bad. Come on. Well, this answers one question I had. Should I move the target really far away? Nope. That is so stinking bad. Oh, baby. First try. Throwing with a little extra power is definitely making me a lot less accurate. Maybe I'm just kind of getting too ahead of myself. These strings, though, are a lifesaver. For a few of those over there, the only thing I could see sticking out of the ground was the string. Ooh. This is pretty rough. Rough. I will say, I am so grateful it's not freezing outside right now. That makes everything so much easier. Nice. That was a good sound. Ooh, I got one of each color. It's funny, mentally, that's what I was hoping for before I would call it a day. But I was like, nah, I'll be here all day trying to get one of each color. And then it just happens accidentally. Okay. 4 out of 15. That's pretty cool. My shoulder's feeling good too. Really liking this Pink Panther foam. It's making it so I don't have to rebuild the target every time I use it. The main problem with this Pink Panther foam is when you're using really high speed weaponry, like, you know, bows and crossbows and stuff, it'll actually hit so fast that it melts the foam and you get this like residue on your arrows that's really hard to clean off. But for really low speed applications like this, where you're just throwing stuff like this, or the Atlatl, throwing stars, throwing knives, stuff like that, this stuff's really nice actually. Really not too expensive either. Hi, I have to start and finish a video in 6 days starting tomorrow, so this is the outro. Thank you for watching. Bye.